Hi, my name is Kevimo. Today I'm going to walk you through the steps to install Volttron platform. I will introduce the Volttron vcfg wizard to you. From this tutorial, you will be able to install Volttron platform on a Ubuntu 20 Volttron machine. You will get familiar with basic Volttron command and also Volttron agents, including listener agent, platform driver, and historian. At the end of this tutorial, you will have an out-of-box data pipeline from data generation to publishing data to historian, a time series specialized database. Now let's get started.
So first, let's take a look at the VM setup. For the tutorial, we're gonna perform on a Ubuntu 20 VM, which is recommended by the Volttron development team. And for this VM, we have 6 GB of memory. Actually, I'm gonna lower it down for a little bit to show common configuration for most of the cases. And they will have 2 CPUs. For the network, I'm gonna choose a bridge adapter, which will be working for most of the cases. I think I'm also gonna set the time in UTC. For that, I'm gonna start this VM. I'm using a OS box pre-configured VM. I just have some minimum configuration for that. For example, I ingest the guest additions CD images so that I can copy paste between the host and my VM, and also I add a user just to make it easy to manage. And this user has a sudo authority. We are inside the VM. Another thing is I install this display tool so that you can see what command I am typing or what mouse operation I am performing from here. So one of the reference, actually it's the most important one, is the Volttron QuickStart. I'm gonna list all the reference that is relevant to this tutorial in the comment, so you can find it there. Since my computer has a VPN, even though it's not, VM still reacts very slow to the internet, so while now here is the reference we're gonna use, and mainly we're just gonna follow the step and show you how to install a Volttron instance. So first step, we're gonna open a terminal. We make it a little bit bigger so you can see it clearer. The first step is check the pre-request. So in this tutorial, we're going to use on Ubuntu 20. So we are in Ubuntu 20, but just to make sure the distribution is as required, we can check with the command let check Ubuntu version. Is the command. See that Ubuntu, we have Ubuntu 20.04, which is recommended here. So we are good. The next step is to install the pre-requests. So first, we do sudo get and update. Check the Git version 5.1. Okay, so the dependency are installed. Next step is to download the Volttron code, and we can download the Volttron code to a folder called project. So first, to make a folder or project. No. In the documentation, it says it is done. It took surprisingly longer than I expected. And next step is to bootstrap the Volttron environment. The command, oh, by the way, earlier it says to cd into Volttron in ls list. So it looks like this step is done. And next step is to bootstrap the Volttron environment. And what we're gonna do is to bootstrap. Okay, now the bootstrap is done. The next step is to start the environment. With the environment, the command is source. There's a Volttron. We are in a Volttron environment now. To make sure we are in that environment, Volttron environment, we can use this command. And the number 1 indicates that we are in a working environment. And the next step is to start the Volttron platform. In fact, the output is similar to the output of the documentation. And the next step is to check the status. It's found. Documentation. Next step is to install a listener agent. The agent is installed, and then we can start the agent. Anyway, let's check the status right now. And we can see that compared to earlier, it says no installed agent. Right now, there's a agent installed. The status and the health is empty. Start the agent. Like the agent has started, and we'll use the TR status again. The status, it has process, and the health is good. Compared to earlier, the status was empty, and the health was also empty. From the above result, we can tell the listener agent is functioning properly. And another way to check that is to tail. If we do a list again, we can see there's a log file. We can show that, which means we only check the last part, the end part of the file. See that it's rolling. The time of 1:35, which is the same time here. Okay, so it looks like everything is done, and then to stop the log, we can do a Ctrl+C to stop it. And if you don't want to see it rolling, you can also do a cat. Which is similar. It will display all the log. And the next step is to stop the that after the platform is shut down, if we do a vctl status again, it will say Volttron is not running. This command requires Volttron platform to be running. But at this point, it looks like we have followed every steps of the QuickStart, and it's successful. But this, I would like to show you a vcfg command that will show you, that will display something more interesting than just a listener agent. In order to do that, by the way, the reference is in the documentation called single machine. Later, but basically, in order to do that, we just need to run vcfg. It will prompt the questions for us to answer. I will point out some key questions and the answers accordingly in this tutorial, so you can follow on easily. So first question is this the Volttron you are attempting to set up? Default, yes, sure. Of message bus, we are going to use ZMQ, sure. And what is the VIP address? Use default is fine. Default. This instance, default. Okay, so here, is this instance web enabled? Well, this instance, so the VM is web enabled. Here we just choose no for the setup. So no, and the default. We controlled by Volttron Central. Be careful here. Pay attention. We are not gonna choose controlled by Volttron Center. So say no here. Question: would you like to install a platform historian? The default is no, but we're gonna choose yes. Now it asks, should this agent auto start? Default is no, and we're gonna follow the default. Question: would you like to install a platform driver? I'm going to install a platform driver, so say yes to that. Okay, next question. Would you like to install a fake device on the platform driver? Default is no, but we're gonna say yes to that. We would like to install a fake device. And should the agent auto start? No. Would you like to install a listener agent? We already have a listener agent earlier, so to keep it consistent, so no matter what you have a listener agent installed or not, you just say install the listener agent. Did the agent auto start? Nope. Hang on. It's happened. And let's just start again. It's the wrong answer again. Let me start again. Yes. Okay, finally, this time looks like it works. And after that, we're gonna start the agent. Sorry, start the platform. Do a VCTR status. It looks like there are a lot of listener agents installed. And don't use any so use a VCTR to it. The command to remove agent is SMS. Or remove agent. Agent control. Yes, VCTL remove agent UUID. Okay, so the UUID here, that we can use VCTL -- JSON and a listener agent 2.3_2. The UUID is this. Or we can say VCTL remove, and we remove that, and let's remove another one because you only need one listener agent to listen. Or run that again, but use different UUID. Check. Okay, good. We only have a listener agent, one platform driver agent, and one SQL historian agent. Okay. So next step, we're gonna start the agent, all three of them, and the command is VCTL start -- tag, and first listener, and platform driver, the third platform, and we can also check the status for them right now. All three of them are running and the health is good. And also use pay-f to check the Volttron log. And here, to earlier example, we have some data published to the historian, and that's the data from the fake driver or the fake device. So you can see that the UKG value is S.86, blah 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 blah, something like that. And it is in every 5 seconds. For example, if you look at this timestamp, maybe look at this one. It is at 45 seconds, and the last timestamp that would be 50 seconds. Yep, this, so minute 50, second 50. Okay, very cool. So it shows that that's about the vcfg wizard and the fake driver demonstration. We can also, we have seen that it's working. It's successfully publishing data to historian and displayed in the Volttron log. Just one more tips, one more demonstration here to see what is actually going on in the historian. But let's stop the agent first. So instead of saying start, we can just stop all three of them. So the data is stored in the historian, and to find that, we can go to the .volttron folder. That's our Volttron home path folder, and also in the historian folder, the UUID is started as 9, so this one. In the data folder, we have a SQLite file, which is our historian that store all the data published from the fake driver. And to view that, I'm just gonna show you a shortcut. There's some website that can view SQLite file online. One of them Anyway, so what you're gonna do is just you can see that there are two tables. One is called data, another one is called topics. And in the data table, there are three fields. One is called TS, stands for timestamp, and the topic underscore ID, that's the ID, topic ID, and the value string. And to understand what the topic ID means, we can go to the topics. For example, here, topic ID stands for fake device. Oh, yeah. It stands for fake device, outside air temperature, and the topic ID 2 is a sample long. So for the EKG sign value, that's topic 23, and if we go back looking for topic number 23, you can see that here's a value number 1. From data, where topic ID is 23. Good. Okay, so now it's all the EKG data, and that's a sinusoidal data, and it just changed between -1 and 1. So that's just one way to view the data, besides viewing it from the Volttron log. Okay, so tutorial in the QuickStart, and we also take a look of the vcfg command. So this is our tutorial today, and I hope you like it.